Section 69, and this is resisting or deterring an officer from performing their legal duties. And this adds up to reporting from outlets like TMZ that says that he allegedly punched an officer twice. And we've seen the video of him obtained by TMZ walking in the early hours of this morning in his underwear and a pair of cowboy boots.
Go ahead, babe. Nah, 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 nah. Didn't I tell you to put the phone down?
Orlando Brown is stirring things up, saying Lil Nas X is caught up in that Devil in Hollywood vibe, and reports claim in LA he was seen on Ventura Boulevard in just underwear and cowboy boots, singing loud, tossing clothes, and even wearing a traffic cone on his head, leaving everyone shocked about what is really happening.
Go ahead, babe. Nah, 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 nah. Didn't I tell you to put the phone down? Uh-oh, somebody's gonna have to pay for that. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. Hey, for everybody coming to the party. La, la, la. Yes, I am serving you. I am serving you. And you better be at that party tonight. Oh, yes. Yes, get my good side. Ha, ha, ha. Every side. Yes. Ha. Boom, cat, town.
When the police got there, the chaos went next level because they say Lil Nas X charged at them and one officer claimed he got hit in the face. But the real twist is that everyone around was left stunned, not knowing if this was a breakdown or some wild stunt.
Beautiful sunrise. Give me that phone so I can throw it. I want to throw it far away so you'll never see it again. I don't like phones. Don't miss the party tonight. Why are you still here? You need to be telling everybody about the party, girl. What's your problem?
That says that he allegedly punched an officer twice. And we've seen the video of him obtained by TMZ walking in the early hours of this morning in his underwear and a pair of cowboy boots, and that multiple people called the police because of his disturbing behavior. And one of those passerbyers, they got him on video. An incredibly sad situation. Montero Hill, in an incredibly sad situation, because this was somebody, I interviewed him in 2020, a really talented artist who kind of shot to fame overnight with his hit single. And he has really been trying to recapture that fame ever since. And he's had some success, but really never reached the heights of Old Town Road. And this comes after some disturbing Instagram posts over the last couple of days as well that raised some
People were split on what was going on. Some thought Lil Nas X was trying to go viral, while others believed it was a serious meltdown. And then Orlando Brown jumped right in, cracking jokes like he always does, and while people laughed, it actually pushed a bigger question into the spotlight. What if this was not about clout or headlines at all, but something much deeper going on with him that nobody really understands yet?
Now, Lil Nas X has, if not the #1 album in the country, damn near it. They're fighting over it. I mean, he had the whole pregnancy photo shoot and everything else like that. And let me tell you, go back to the Vlad TV catalog, 10 years plus. I've been saying, it's like, look at my interviews with like Fat Joe from like 7-8 years ago. I've said it. There's going to be, at some point, I said, there's going to be a mainstream, gay, out of the closet rapper with hit songs. And everyone's going to accept it. Right? Now, I was thinking that it was going to be someone who's already established who's going to come out of the closet. I didn't think there's going to be a brand new artist that pulls this off. But Lil Nas X pulled it off.
He pulled it off.
He pulled it off. And everyone showed up on his album, and it's #1 album. And he's trolling the shit out of people, and he's doing gay performances with naked men on stage. And, I really feel that if he didn't come out the closet, his run probably would have ended with Old Town Road.
And let me tell you what I think. I think Nas X is not gay. I think Nas X is what's the guy that group Milli Vanilli? How they was singing and somebody else sang the song?
You think he's fake?
Yeah, Nas X is a no karate,
Back when Old Town Road first dropped, Lil Nas X became this massive star that kids and families everywhere were singing along to, and he seemed super fun and harmless, but after that moment, he switched gears and leaned hard into shock value to keep his name out there. Like, remember those Satan shoes that were said to have human blood in them, which blew up into a full lawsuit with Nike? And then that devil-themed video where he danced in a way that sent people into outrage. All of that drama always kept him trending, even if it brought him nonstop backlash. And that is why, when this wild LA street incident happened, some people instantly thought, oh, here he goes again, chasing another viral stunt. But others are looking deeper because Lil Nas X himself went live months ago saying he has been struggling badly with his confidence, that during his last album cycle, he felt mentally drained and was not even enjoying making music anymore. And now commentators like Storm Monroe are pointing out that his life might not be nearly as glamorous as it looks, with whispers that behind all the flashy headlines, he could actually be running low on money. And instead of leaving fans hyped, this whole situation is leaving them worried about what is really going on with him.
With that being said, this is not his first time doing that. This is a common occurrence. They just so happen to have gotten it on film and sent it into the blogs. The people that were filming him were a part of his team. Like, this was leaked to the media on purpose. You understand? Like, the people, the person he was pointing at holding the phone, like, give me your phone, give me your, like, he knew who that was, okay? Be very clear. That's not a random fan that just saw him down the street strutting, because if you notice, when you look at the street's empty. Nobody's out there. So he had enough sense to take his out to an empty street where nobody would see him, but his team leaked it. Okay, now, like I said, this is not his first time doing that, but normally when he likes to go out and strut his shit outside in public, he's butt-ass booty naked, so he had clothes on this time. Now, moving right along from there, why is he wigging out like this? Is this the Illuminati? Is this MK Ultra mind control? Baby, this ain't nan none.
Musicians are just hired hands. They're not really in the know about what's going on. A friend of mine who plays drums for a very, 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 very well-known artist was on the set of a Lil Nas X video or whatever it was a while ago. In between takes, he said this kid was shriveling up in the corner. He went over to him and he was...
After his grandmother passed away in 2018, Lil Nas X said the pain of that loss stayed with him, and it pushed him into a tough battle with hypochondria, which is when someone keeps believing they are sick or even dying, even though nothing is actually wrong. He described how the fear sat heavy on his mind day after day, and how every little feeling in his body would make him panic, thinking the worst instead of finding peace. He admitted that he tried to deal with the stress by smoking and using psychedelics, hoping it might calm him or give him an escape, but the reality was it often backfired because the substances only made his thoughts louder and more chaotic, turning small worries into giant fears and making his anxiety spiral out of control. He said that when the grief of losing his grandmother mixed with the effects of the drugs and the endless health fears, it created a storm inside his head that left him stuck in a cycle. He could not escape a cycle that made him feel like he was losing control of himself and his life. And even though he sometimes tried to laugh it off or distract himself deep down, he knew the struggle was very real and weighing him down more than people on the outside could ever see. Earlier this year, things took a frightening turn for Lil Nas X when he suddenly had to be rushed to the hospital after part of his face stopped working out of nowhere, and fans were left shocked as news spread quickly because it sounded so serious and unexpected, especially for someone so young. He later came forward to calm everyone down, saying it was nothing permanent and that he was going to be okay. But still, the thought of a 26-year-old dealing with something like that worried people a lot. It made them realize that behind all the flashy music videos and shocking headlines, he is still a young man whose health can be fragile just like anyone else. And that reminder left his supporters more concerned than ever about what might really be going on with him.
These few years were pretty difficult for me. They have been pretty difficult for me. And I'm just now like arriving to this place of feeling confidence in myself and what I'm doing, and I'm trying to make sure I put intention towards my music and my vision and the creativity of it all. And most of all, I really want to make sure I have fun this time around. I don't think I got to have as much fun during the Montero era because I was more overly focused on, I don't know, making sure the songs did well than making sure I was like having fun doing, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying I didn't have any fun. I had some fun, okay? I want this time around to be even more fun, and I want to be like even more full of joy, and I want to be even more full of love. Monterey, we are coming. I have the songs, I have the music, I have the vision. You guys need to sit patiently. You've waited this far, we've waited this long. Let's keep going. Let's make this happen, okay? I love you guys so much. I'm finna do my okay.
Lil Nas X never just releases music, he always stirs chaos, like the Montero video where he danced on Satan, or the fake pregnancy photos that had people shocked and laughing. And just recently, he wiped his Instagram, then came back with strange photos and song snippets, including one with a fur coat, cowboy hat, and red lipstick saying, "Oh no, she's gone mad, crazy I tell you," leaving fans debating if it is real or just another stunt.
Now, what are y'all? I mean, why do they keep saying kiss, bro? Oh, you want to kiss? No, I don't want to kiss, bro. Sure? No. Bro, come on, bro. Stop doing that, bro. What? I'm not doing nothing. I'm not with that kiss.
But things took a serious turn because right now Lil Nas X is being kept without bail, which is very unusual in Los Angeles, where the zero bail rule usually applies to most minor charges, and in most cases, people booked for misdemeanors walk out almost right away. But with him, it looks like the system is treating it very differently, and that is making everyone wonder why.
In Chicago, and while I think it would be easy for all of us to make a really funny or hurtful comment about Lil Nas strutting in the street in his underwear and cowboy boots, I think it's important that we all lead with compassion and empathy and hope that he gets the help that he needs during this time.
Yep, absolutely. My sense of this, and I don't think we know this exactly, but my sense of this is that he was not arrested. He's there for observation, and they could potentially put him on a 5150 psychiatric hold. We don't know if that's happened.
He could also face charges.
He also could come out of the hospital and be booked on charges too. Right. We don't know what
they're saying he will.
I'm just wondering what I know that he charged the police, but I don't know that that's really a charge.
Public, I don't know, public indecency.
It feels to me like it's more for observation. I mean, that's what it's feeling.
Maybe a 5150. And even with the possible overdose, when I spoke to the fire department, she said, listen, the LAPD said it's appeared he might.
Right now, Lil Nas X is facing some really serious charges. The main one being battery on a peace officer, which could either be a misdemeanor or bumped up to a felony with up to 3 years in prison depending on how badly the officer was hurt. He is also charged with resisting arrest, usually meaning up to a year in jail. But prosecutors could push it to resisting an executive officer, by force, another felony, and depending on hospital tests, he might face public intoxication or being under the influence of controlled substances. What he is not charged with is indecent exposure because, as strange as walking around Ventura Boulevard in underwear and cowboy boots at 6 in the morning sounds, it is not illegal in LA, and honestly, that street has seen crazier things. The bigger issue is him running at officers like he was in the NFL, and with his history of mental health struggles, self-medicating, and even partial paralysis earlier this year, plus his mother saying he might be dying in the hospital. People are worried this could be more than just a stunt. It might be a real cry for help.
Mother has come out recently during interviews and alleged that he may be dying in the hospital.
Yeah.
So this is
as soon as
him right here.
That my doobie. That my I don't give that my doobie. Get it doobie. Get it my tarot. Hold on. What? Get it my tarot. Grab it. Get it, dude. I'm gonna whoop your behind when I go. I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Why you gonna whoop him? Why you gonna whoop him?
Cause I told his ass. He said mother. I said I'm gonna spike his ass. Cause he said mother.
You ain't like the way he said that?
I said doobie. No, cause somebody, everybody else wanna have something negative.
What's up, man?
Didn't I see you on
TV?
Yeah, my son.
Probably. I was, yeah. What's happening? Hey, man, I appreciate it, man. Listen, do you know who this is?
I don't.
This is Lil Nas X mom. Yeah. 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 Hey, appreciate it, man. All love.
I'm gonna whoop his behind though.
Well, I mean, so seeing him like that, because they're saying that it's an overdose.
But get what? I don't judge my son. I was upset with him from the beginning. When he first got on Jerry Springer. I was really upset then. When he got on Maury, I was really upset. When he got on Ella, I highly got upset. That's when I shut off on my son.
Why?
Because that's when I seen that you're gay. When you could have told your mother before you came to told your dad, what's that nigga? But you told your daddy first.
Huh. So you feel like he should have told his mom first. I get that. I get that. Listen, Tamika, I want to ask you though. Seeing as how you're living this way and seeing your son, who's a superstar, basically, being brought into the hospital for ODing, right? What are your thoughts on that? Do you feel like it's a generational pattern?
I'm going to say it's a generational pattern. I'm going to say I thank God and how to faith because we all still walking by faith, not by sight. I'm going to be real with you. But one thing about it, he should have told his mother from the beginning before he told his father from the end.
Well, maybe he didn't maybe felt like you wouldn't accept it or whatever.
Oh, no, it ain't about what I can accept. It's all about what I can't accept. But don't never put your mother away when I'm the one who had you.
I get it. But Tamika, at the time, if you was out on the streets doing whatever.
Oh, it ain't about me being in the street. I walk by faith and not by sight.
What happened to your eye, Tamika?
When I had a seizure. I had a seizure.
You the second woman that I've asked about their eye.
I had a seizure.
And they tell me they fell on the ground.
I had a seizure.
Okay, all right. So that wasn't somebody hitting you?
No. I was at the pharmacy and I had it.
You have seizures? Is that something that happens to you? Okay.
And I say I thank God and how to faith I'm still here.
Well, I thank God you're still here too, okay? So, but I do want to ask you though, like, do you, when you look at your son, kind of looks like, walking down the street and, like I say, eventually ODing, right? Being high, whatever was going on with him, right? Whether it was
my son is not
chemically induced or whether it was something, mentally he had going on or whatever. When you see him like that,
it upset me, but one thing about it, I love him for who he are. He's my baby. He's my last kid.
Okay, all right. Do you assign any blame to yourself to say like
I claim for myself?
I'm living. No, what I'm saying is that do you blame yourself? Yes, because like he may be going down the same road that you are.
But he can never go down the same road.
Right now, Lil Nas X is still behind bars and has to wait until Monday to find out if he will be released or if he will have to face actual prison time. And if the charges remain a misdemeanor, he will probably get probation treatment or a diversion program, which could help him avoid serious jail time and also give him a chance to get some support for the mental health struggles and personal issues he has been dealing with. But if prosecutors push for a felony, the consequences could be much more severe, and that possibility has left not only his fans, but also his family feeling very worried, anxious, and even helpless as they wonder what will happen next. Everyone is watching closely, talking about every new update, and hoping that Lil Nas X can get the care, help, and guidance he truly needs while avoiding further trouble, and that he can eventually find some stability and peace in the middle of all this chaos. As harsh as all the jokes roasting and clowning about Lil Nas X might sound, his own words actually reflect what a lot of people have been thinking all along with him. It has always been hard to know where a real personal crisis ends and a publicity stunt begins, because he mixes shocking stunts with glimpses into his life and struggles. So now with this latest incident, whether it turns out to be a genuine cry for help or just another carefully planned step in his chaos marketing plan, one thing is completely clear. He is back in the headlines again, right? Where he always seems to land, and fans, observers, and the media are left constantly debating, questioning, and speculating. Do you think this is just another stunt to grab attention, or is he really struggling and in need of help? And that uncertainty keeps everyone watching his every move. analyzing every post, every video, every interview, trying to figure out what is real and what is for show, while the conversation around him continues to grow louder and more intense. Hey guys, if you want all the latest tea, the real story behind the headlines and the gossip no one else is spilling, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications right here on Kayla Knows News, so you never miss a moment of the drama and all the updates we've got coming your way.